Hi everyone, I'm Daniel Vosotas and welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into today's topic, just a quick note. This video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor and nothing here should be taken as investment advice. Always do your own research or consult a licensed professional before making any financial decisions. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you're returning, drop a comment with Daniel Vosotas so I know you're part of the community. All right, let's dig in. Today, we are going to talk about the top 10 mistakes new Airbnb hosts make and how to avoid them. When people hear about Airbnb and short-term rentals, they usually imagine easy money, beautiful guests, and passive income rolling in while they sip drinks on the beach. But don't get me wrong, it can be a great business. But as someone who's been in the hospitality business for over 40 years, I can tell you it's never as simple as it looks on Instagram. I've seen brand new hosts dive in with the best intentions only to get burned because they didn't know what they were doing. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the top 10 mistakes new Airbnb hosts make and how to avoid them. Because avoiding these could literally save you thousands of dollars, your time, and even your reputation. Let's start with what I think is the most common mistake I see. Mistake number one, people jumping into the Airbnb game without doing any kind of research. You'd be surprised how many hosts just assume their city or town is a gold mine for short-term rentals because they visited once and saw a few listings. That's not a business plan. That's wishful thinking. Real hosting starts with understanding demand, occupancy rates, nightly rates, seasonality, local regulations, and competition. You need data, not vibes. Use tools like AirDNA, Mash Advisor, or even Airbnb's own data insights to really assess whether the market is worth entering. You don't want to invest in furniture and cleaning staff only to find out that your area has a 35% occupancy in the off season. The second mistake, treating it like a side hustle rather than a business. Listen, I'm all in for people starting small, but even if you're managing one unit, you're essentially running a hospitality business. That means customer service, cleaning protocols, branding, accounting, maintenance, the whole 9 yards. If you treat this like a hobby, your guests will feel it and you'll lose reviews, repeat customers, and revenue. You've got to think like a hotelier, even if your hotel is just one downtown condo. Now, the next one is brutal. Mistake number three, pricing your unit based on emotion instead of data. I've seen hosts say, well, I spent $10,000 on furniture. I need to charge at least $250 a night. But the market doesn't care what you need. It cares what people are willing to pay. If your competitors are offering similar listings at $175, guess who's not getting booked? It'd be you. You have to be competitive, especially when you're starting out and trying to build a base of reviews. Tools like PriceLabs and Beyond Pricing can help automate this process so you price adjust in real time based on demand, local events, or even day of the week. Don't let your pride get in the way of occupancy. Let's talk about mistake number four now. Poor photography. This one kills me. You should have a gorgeous unit, high-end finishes, everything staged perfectly, and then you upload blurry iPhone photos with bad lighting and weird angles. You're trying to rent a space to strangers who can't walk through it. Your photos are the single most important sales tool you have. They're what would stop someone from scrolling and get them to click. Hire a professional photographer. Seriously, this is one of the best returns on investment in this business. And make sure you're showing the details that matter. Clean bathrooms, fresh linens, stock kitchens, outdoor areas, and natural light. Mistake number five is not understanding your local laws and zoning regulations. Airbnb isn't legal everywhere, but in some cities, you'd think it was with how many hoops they make you jump through. Some places require a business license. a short-term rental permit, or even a 30-night minimum. Others ban them entirely. Too many hosts jump in without doing the homework, and a few months later, they're slapped with a cease and desist letter or a hefty fine. This can tank your investment overnight. So before you list anything, check with your local municipality and your HOA if applicable. You don't want to fight City Hall because you won't win. Number 6, sounds minor, but it's actually a big deal. Failing to clear house rules and boundaries. When you don't set expectations up front, you open yourself to every kind of guest behavior imaginable. Parties, smoking, extra guests, pets, you name it. You're running a business in your property. This isn't your buddy crashing on your couch. You need crystal clear house rules in your listing that reinforce through your welcome message. And here's the key. Make sure those rules are enforced through Airbnb's platform. That way, if something goes wrong, you have a record to fall back on. Mistake number 7, doing your own cleaning when you scale. Look, I get it. When you have one unit and you live nearby, it seems like a good way to save a few bucks. But cleaning is not just about making the bed and vacuuming. It's about consistency, attention to detail, and reliability. If your guest walks in and finds someone else's hair in the sink, their entire stay is already off to a bad start. Investing in a professional cleaning team, or at least a cleaner you can rely on, is non-negotiable if you want to keep and grow. Think of them as part of your operation team, not just someone doing chores. Now, mistake number 8 is a killer, underestimating guest communication. Hosting doesn't stop when someone books, it begins. Too many hosts go silent between the confirmation and the check-in, and guests start to wonder if they've been ghosted. This is a hospitality business. Guests need timely responses, detailed check-in instructions, local recommendations, and a point of contact if something goes wrong. Use automated messaging tools if you need to, but don't go dark. And always respond quickly to questions, even if the answer is, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Message number 9 is failing to prepare for negative reviews. Let's be honest, no matter how hard you try, someone's going to leave a bad review eventually. It's part of the game. Maybe they didn't like the neighborhood, maybe the Wi-Fi went out, maybe they just were having a bad week. The mistake new hosts make is either panicking or trying to argue with the guest in public replies. Don't. Always respond professionally, acknowledge the concern, and show that you're working to improve. Potential guests don't expect perfection, but they do expect accountability. A thoughtful, measured response to a 3-star review can actually build trust more than a dozen perfect ones. And finally, mistake number 10. And this is one that I see sabotage people long term, is ignoring the financial side of the business. This isn't just collecting rent. You've got cleaning fees, service charges, property maintenance, taxes, licenses, software tools, furnishing, and more. If you're not tracking your numbers monthly, you're flying blind. I recommend setting up a simple P&L, profit and loss statement, from day one. Use tools like QuickBooks or even a base Excel spreadsheet. You need to know what your actual profit is, not just how much you deposited from Airbnb that month. That's how you make smart decisions, whether it's time to expand, renovate, or raise prices. So there you have it, 10 mistakes I see new hosts make all the time. And hopefully now you won't be one of them. And I'll tell you, even with all these pitfalls, short-term rentals can be incredibly rewarding. When done right, they give you freedom, flexibility, and a great return on investment. But you have to go in with your eyes wide open, your systems in place, and your mindset turned to hospitality, not just passive income. If you're thinking about starting your first Airbnb or short-term rental, I'd love to help you avoid these traps. This channel is all about giving you the playbook that took me decades to learn without the expensive lessons. I've tried to give you some personalized advice or share what I've seen work in the market. And if you've already made one of these mistakes, don't worry, we all have. What matters is learning from it, improving, and moving forward. That's how great hosts are made. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have questions? Drop a comment below with Daniel Vosotas, and I'll respond. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more insights, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video on hospitality, Airbnb, and short-term rentals. Thanks for watching. I'm Daniel Vosotas, and I'll see you in the next one.